Hi. Yeah, today I'm thinking I'm going to do a video. I want to do a video on talking about inflation. Yeah. Right now, in these times, June 2022, inflation is a big problem around the world. I don't think you're safe wherever you are, whether you're in South America, Central America, the Caribbean, right? Europe, Africa, Asia, or North America. Inflation is a big problem these days. Um, I have no idea what the powers that be are up to, right? Usually things don't just fall from the sky. Um, things Sometimes there's an intelligence behind things. Things don't just happen like that. And I'd like to know what the politicians are up to. You know, politicians usually don't lose control with anything. They usually run things. They usually know where they're heading or what's on the agenda. Now, with this out of control inflation, I don't know what the hell is going on with politicians and their plans, right? Um, from one thing to the next, from the the virus, right? The COVID-19, right? From that to the new thing they're talking about, the pox they're talking about, they're coming out of Africa. Yeah, and then now we got a war going on in Europe there and the border with Russia. Now we got this like apparent inflation and food shortages where all this fertilizer, the price of fertilizer going up all around the world. You know, oil prices, gas, everyday gas prices going up at a rate, right? Food, and it will ultimately affect food, right? Cost of food. And the most expensive expense that people usually have is housing, right? Whether you got your own mortgage to pay or you're a renter, that's where most of your income comes from. And the second great expense usually uh, car. If you have you're making car payments, right? Then you got the insurance, you got the maintenance, you got the fuel costs, right? So right now things going on at a rate around the world with this inflation, and I don't believe it just dropped from the sky, right? I think this thing was heading towards present situation a long time. And one of the things I heard too, and I do believe there's some truth in it, is concerning the reset, reset of the monetary system and how they do things from a cash-based society and the petrodollar system, which is the U.S. dollar, into a digital money system, cashless, where there's no cash. Digital money, which is going to be like um, money created on a computer, right? It's just transferring funds from your account to payments. You pay everything with a digital transfer. That's the system they want to transfer to. And this might be all part of it. This inflation and all that. First, you gotta to reset the system. Then you got to get upheaval, right? And from upheaval, then governments will take drastic measures to um, push in or help push in this new system, right? Um, and this new digital money is not that democratic. It's kind of like a digital kind of money system is more control to the authorities. They would be able to control the countries much better, and to control the people in those countries a lot better than before. So it all plays a role. It all plays a purpose in what's going on. But if that's the system they want, right? Then we the people, usually go along or have to go along with it. I mean, we don't have the power. The power is in the hands of the government people. So that's my opinion of it. Like, what could you do? I think there will be protests around the world. The people, when the system is new and people don't understand it, people tend to be distrustful of it. Um, it will have to be tried and all that for time and for people to observe it and then decide if it's beneficial or if it's a better system. All that we don't know. We don't have the answers right now. We have no idea how is it going to play out, right? And they're also talking about we could also get a world war in between. Well, put it this way: a world war is well beyond the control of governments, right? Governments know what war bring. They know very well. They had World War One, World War Two, right? Nobody gains from war, right? It's going to be a lot worse with war, you know, killing people and destroying infrastructure and whatnot. Who's going to gain from that? So, and if nuclear weapons exist, as they say it does, then you add that to everything, then you got some real destruction coming. So surely these narrow-minded politicians would use the little common sense, the little brains that they possess to steer the world away from something like that, and not burden the people with something that they don't want. Nobody wants war, right? People want countries and governments to settle things diplomatically, give and take. You have to give up something to gain something, right? Through diplomacy and cooperation, right? I think the world should cooperate more rather than they have a competitive system of trying to compete with one another, right? They are stumbling along the way trying to compete with one another. I think that system is causing more harm than good. Countries got to learn to coexist and to cooperate. That should be the name of the game: cooperation, rather than looking at other countries and other types of systems, whether it's capitalism versus socialism, communism, whatever ism you have. There's so many isms out there. It should be geared mostly to a cooperative kind of way of doing things. You got so much to gain by cooperation rather than being adversities and threatening war and tit for tat and everything else. But there's economic war going on. It's just as bad. If it's not physical war, real war, Economic war, it's very bad too, right? So I would like to see the world, to change the system. The politicians change the system from adversarial to cooperation. Even if the ideology is opposing you, or we all have to learn to live together, just like religion. We tolerate all different religions, right? Why can't we do the same thing with coexisting in this world, trading peacefully, and trying to find a way, through the clouds, through the storm clouds. I think it could be done. It's not something impossible, you know. The politicians claim that it's impossible, that there's no solutions, right? That it's like two big Goliaths colliding, No good, no good. I'm really worried about how all this is going to play out when the dust is settled. How everything can play out for people, for ordinary people. The ordinary poor people who are just trying to survive. We don't know. It's all an enigma. So let's just cross our fingers and hope, right, that it don't get all that bad, and they got some, a few intelligent politicians will find solutions to the great big mess we're in currently. And let us get this inflation under control, right? Because we're gonna die. It's gonna affect people, man. People are gonna commit suicide, right? There'll be a lot of losers, no winners in a game like this. So my take on it is that I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit, of course. So as I say, we just gotta wait and see, and look on, and hope for the best. This is the most we could do, man, as a people. So I'm making this video just to say what's on my mind, right? I'm not saying I have any solutions. I'm just giving my 3 cents. My 3 cents worth of what I think could be solutions. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you